What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive upgraded suit, Spider-Man. And so here we have the Marvel Legends upgraded Spider-Man suit posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Spider-Man does come with two different head portraits. We do get the masked head, which looks really nice. Then we do get an unmasked Tom Holland head, which also looks really good. He also comes with two pairs of hands. We get a pair of grip hands. Then he comes with a pair of thwipping hands. His final accessory is a web effect, which he can hold. It's not my favorite, but he does come with it. Other than that, Spider-Man doesn't come with any other accessories. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Spider-Man. And so here we have a closer look at Spider-Man, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am 100% behind getting a Gundam marker and just painting in all his webbing, because yeah, I don't know what it is with Hasbro, they don't paint Spider-Man's webbing, especially when it's sculpted into the costume, and it really does lose a lot of detail, because this Spider-Man has a lot of detail throughout the red, but it gets lost because there's absolutely no paint apps in this suit. As you can see, the red is just red plastic. There's no black wash. There's absolutely no paint in there to give it some life. Now the sculpt work is really clean. I do like it. It's really solid, but a little bit of black paint would go a long way with this figure, and I am very disappointed that Hasbro did not paint the webbing on this Spider-Man, especially because this is an exclusive Spider-Man, and yeah, you would want them to take a little extra caution and extra care in an exclusive figure. But yeah, everywhere on this figure that there is red, there is absolutely no paint apps, although you can see right there on the finger they kind of sort of did one, although I'm pretty sure that's just paint slop right there. Now, I'm not trying to trash the figure or anything, guys, but yeah, there's a lot that could be done with this figure, and I would honestly say take a Gundam marker that like we have right here, a very fine tip, and just go over all his webbing, because that would make this figure pop so much nicer. Now, if you want my honest opinion, I already took the liberty to have this little test sample right here, and yeah, that looks so much better than just emptiness. So yeah, if you have a Gundam marker, extra fine tip, go over this figure because there is so much detail lost. It's not a bad figure by any stretch of the imagination, it's just that I want to see more effort put into these figures, especially because Hasbro is starting to charge $25 per figure. It's getting outrageous, and we're not getting more for our buck, we're getting even less, and that's very upsetting. So another thing I don't like about this Spider-Man is when we had the upgraded suit from No Way Home, isn't it No Way Home? I don't remember, it's Homecoming and Far From Home. We had textured suit here on the upgraded suit, and I don't have that figure to compare it with, but yeah, this is just smooth plastic. Unfortunately, we do not get any detail on the black suit of his outfit, even though there should be loads of it, and that's one thing that the MCU figures have had a lot of. It's a lot of textured detail, and surprisingly, this Spider-Man is very lacking in detail. That is something I'm really upset about. The suit had a lot of detail in the movie, and then when we get the figure form of it, it's just soft, sculpt, smooth plastic, and yeah, not the best. Now, one thing this does do better than the previous Far From Home figure is that they didn't use a glossy plastic for him, and that really does help. It's still somewhat glossy, but it's not to the point where you need to spray it down with matte paint. But yeah, a lot of things they could have done different with this Spider-Man figure. There's a lot of paint that could have gone on him. There's some texturing that could have been throughout his suit. Just overall, a lot of mistakes that were made. Now, one thing I will praise about this figure is the unmasked Tom Holland head. It's not the best likeness that we have, but it's a really nice likeness to Tom Holland, and as you can see, it does fit your Iron Spider figure. So if you want to have an unmasked Tom Holland and have the upgraded suit as is, you can do that, and it looks perfectly fine. But Yeah, a little more paint would have really helped this figure shine, because all the sculpt work is there. The spider, I'm really a fan of the way the spider is. The fact that the white is only on one side does make it pop a lot, and then the white spider on the back, another really nice choice. And a lot of people didn't really like the black on this suit. Me personally, I loved the black and red, mainly because it does harken back to the McFarlane Spider-Man, where he did have black instead of blue. And that's where I pretty much enjoyed this. So yeah, really do like the color scheme. I just kind of wanted to see more detail. Now hopefully, and I have my fingers crossed, we do get a 3-pack featuring the Tom Holland Final Suit Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I have my fingers crossed, but I really hope we do see that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Spider-Man compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have upgraded suit Spider-Man posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we do have Spider-Man posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we do have Spider-Man posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we do have the upgraded Spider-Man posed next to the Civil War Spider-Man and the Infinity War Iron Spider. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to Spider-Man's articulation. Spider-Man does have a ball hinge here at the head, so his head can move up and down on that ball joint. We really don't get any sideways tilt, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it does swivel left and right. It is a little bit stiff because in the package, we get the unmasked head. Out of package, I did put the new head on, and it does take some time for it to mold to that new plastic. But yeah, we do have some really nice up and down movement, especially with that hinge. You can see he looks up, looks down quite a bit. Then he does have butterfly joints here in the shoulders, so those do move forward and back really nicely. They do go out to the side, about right there. Just be careful on how you rotate it. When I actually got this figure out of the package, I moved it up and I started smashing the plastic right here. Now I did fix it with a hairdryer so it's not damaged, but yeah, keep that in mind that when you move his shoulder, you do have to tuck it in under this joint, so be aware of that. It does rotate all the way around. We do have a bicep swivel, double hinge here at the elbow going to about right there. We do have a swivel and hinge at the wrist. Then we do have an ab crunch which goes all the way back and leans all the way forward. Really impressed by that. He does have rotation here at the waist. Legs do kick forward to about right there. They kick back out to the side, and it could be better, especially for a character like Spider-Man. He does rotate at the thigh. He gets double bend here at the knee. Works really nicely. No boot swivel, but we do have a hinge in the ankle going that far back, going that far forward, and then forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, really do enjoy this Spider-Man's articulation. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get Spider-Man posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive upgraded suit Spider-Man posed for my final thoughts. And overall, really excited to have this figure in my collection. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of the upgraded suit that Spider-Man wore in the new movie and in Far From Home. The only thing I'm not a fan of with this particular figure is the incredible lack of detail, and it's throughout the figure. We have a lack of paint, especially on the red parts. This really did need a lot of black paint, and a lack of sculpt work on the black suit. Now I don't understand why they didn't reuse parts from that original Spider-Man, but yeah, I would have liked to see some texture on the black parts of the suit, because in the movie he had a lot of texture on this costume, so I don't understand the logic of why he is missing so much detail. Now, I gotta give Hasbro credit for at least giving us this version of Spider-Man, but again, they could have done so much more. Now, I do like the fact that we finally got an unmasked Tom Holland head in a single card, although it is an exclusive. You do have to track this figure down at Walmart. Now, I don't know if this is correct, but I have heard a rumor that this is a Walmart.com exclusive. You don't want to quote me on that because I'm honestly not sure. I have heard rumors about that, but I can't 100% confirm it. So Walmart is the only place you can find this figure, which is unfortunate. Now, thankfully he did go back up for sale on the Walmart app and on Walmart.com. So if you were able to snag them, you did get them for about $22, which is pretty good for this figure. And I know that Walmart is starting to increase the price to about $24 for a Marvel Legend. It's getting really expensive collecting Marvel Legends, you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, and the incredible lack of accessories and detail does make that $24 price tag a little hard to swallow, especially because I feel like every Spider-Man needs 3 pairs of hands, he needs a pair of fists, he needs a pair of wall-crawling hands, and he needs whip hands. This figure comes with grip hands that we never see Spider-Man with, and I kind of would like to see fists and wall-crawling hands with this figure, but overall, still really do enjoy this figure. Now, if you're able to pick them up from Walmart.com, you're really going to enjoy it. If you can't, you are going to have to try secondhand market, where thankfully he is about $40 right now because of the reissue, but as soon as he gets sold out, you can expect to pay more. So just keep that in mind when ordering this figure. So with that out of the way, guys, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments. And if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos. And as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.